Hi there, everyone. My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to the second recording of my review for the Damn Yankees Don't Tread album. This will most likely be the last time I will talk about it, Ted Nugent, specifically album-wise, as a contributor to an album, other than the guest spot, because I'm completely out of Ted Nugent material after this. This will be probably one of the last times I will talk about Jack Blades as a musician as well, outside of contributing. Tommy Shaw, on the other hand, I will definitely be talking about more in the future because I don't think I've covered Styx, or I've covered very little Styx so far, and I don't mind Styx. I enjoy Styx. I like Ted Nugent as a guitarist. I think he's good. I've already covered the Damn Yankees. I did their first self-titled album. Feel free, please go back and watch that. I liked the first album. I still enjoy the first album to a degree. It's definitely musically dated. It is a very specific time in music, and it sounds like that. This album is AC/DC syndrome from the last Damn Yankees album. You can always tell when Blades and Shaw write together. Always tell there is a definite sound and style that the two of them use, and you can hear it no matter where they are. So this album was from 92. I actually just talked about Sean Blades on Alice Cooper's Last Temptation album, which was 95, 96. Got the comic book from when I did the review still in front of me. I put the CD away. And I'm not sure because I don't have a copyright date on this one, unfortunately, here. Okay. So we're going to say somewhere between 94 and 96. I think it was 94, actually. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic on that. When I was talking about that album, I was talking about how you could tell their sound was on there because it sounds, their music writing style, the production can make it sound different, but it definitely music style. Like you can definitely tell the writing style is the same. It's totally there. And that is one of the problems with this album. Now, apparently, there is supposed to be enough material for another album out there, but Ted Nugent will not allow it to be released. My theory is Ted will not allow it to be released because it would be a third album that would sound exactly the damn same again, you know? Everything you hear on this album, you will hear in a variation on the first album. Whether it's one of Ted's riffs, whether it's the chord progressions, whether it is the arrangements of the song, there's nothing spectacular, there's nothing fancy, there's nothing on this album that makes you think, hey, this band's continuing to grow. It doesn't feel that way. There are some songs on here, though, that are honestly worth talking about. They are worth mentioning. The album's, what I would call the title track, because it is Don't Tread on Me. I mean, the album's called Don't Tread, but the songs Don't Tread on Me. To me, basically the same thing. I. Sorry, folks, I got an itchy nose. That's why I keep. My allergies are really bad. Don't Tread on Me is a really good, strong song. Kicks off the album, gets it powered up, whatnot, really kind of fired up and going. The thing is, to me, it's comparable to the song Damn Yankees, almost. You know, it's that same idea, that same kind of vibe and whatnot. There's nothing that overly pops with this song other than it's a good album opener. 15 Minutes of Fame, I actually enjoy. It's very much a song from that time period, but it's one of those songs from that time period that works. The dating on it is exactly what you want for the lyrical content and everything else like that. It's really almost a tongue-in-cheek making fun of all of them. Like, Ted Nugent had more than 15 minutes of fame. Tommy Shaw has had more than 15 minutes of fame. Jack Blade, prior to Damn Yankees, had only had 15 minutes of fame. Because Jack Blade, if you're not aware, is from Night Ranger. So it's kind of a nice little tongue-in-cheek poke at that time period, using music from that time period, even though it was technically written in that time period. So it's not as ironic, I guess, as you might want to say it is. Or maybe it is. Especially considering the Damn Yankees' 15 minutes of fame was theoretically over by this point now, too. Where are you going now? Ballad. And if you've heard High Enough off of the first album, then you're good. You don't need to hear another ballad from them. Dirty Dog. Dirty Dog is a typical kind of Ted Nugent-y sort of song, and it is an enjoyable, typical Ted Nugent-y kind of song. It's not a song I would go out of my way to listen to regularly, but if I were a DJ at a radio station, it is a song I would probably put out there as a deep cut every once in a while. Mr. Please is light, fluffy ballad garbage. Silence is Broken. I don't mind it when it plays on the album, but I really don't listen to it. Firefly I really enjoy when I'm listening to it on the album. I really don't think of it. It's not really a huge memorable song, but it's definitely a song that's really good on the album when you're listening to the album. Someone to Believe, same thing. It's an okay tune, I guess. It's nothing. It's another ballad, more or less. This Side of Hell, okay, not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's okay. Double Coyote. This one I like because Double Coyote kind of has that Texas blues kind of ZZ Top-like influence going on in there. And I think this is when Nugent was still very much the Motor City Madman, was still very much a Detroit kind of thing. But at this point was definitely looking at going more and more towards Texas and whatnot because Michigan was becoming too liberal for him. It's the easiest way to put it. But Double Coyote has that great Texas blues kind of sound. I really enjoy it for that reason. I think it's really fun. It's a really good tune. But I only listen to it on the album. I have no use for it outside of the album. And then the album finishes with Uprising. And Uprising is like the last album finishing with Pile Driver, basically. I have the same vibe out of it, the same feel out of it. There's nothing really... It is a great ending. Lots of energy, lots of passion, lots of this, that, and the other thing. But if I got a choice between Uprising or Pile Driver, I'll take Pile Driver off the first album. The whole way around, would I recommend this album to anybody? Not really. I picked it up used. I recently picked this up. My dad had it when I was a kid, teenager. My dad bought it when it first came out. My dad's the one who got me into Damn Yankees. My dad's the one who got me into Ted Nugent. I remember my dad didn't even listen to this album too much after he picked it up because it was basically, like I said, it's a rehash of the first album. And it really isn't that great. Like, Ted's got some great solos. There is definitely some great rhythms, some great hooks and stuff like that. But when it's just rehashing the late 80s and early 90s metal kind of sound, it's whatever. I paid $6 for it like 2 months ago. If you can buy it for $6, okay, check it out. If you gotta buy it for top dollar, yeah, I wouldn't bother. It's not that great. And once again, like I said, I understand wholeheartedly why they never released the third album. I really don't have interest in the third album after I've re-listened to this after 20 years, you know. Actually, 30 years. Fuck. Some days I feel old. Anyways, everyone, on that note, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. That one is really useful to me, is really important. I'm trying to get my viewership to the point where I can do live streams, so I need that subscribership to go up, please. There is a link to Patreon below. I've got a lot of cool stuff going on Patreon now because I've got more projects that all kind of funnel to Patreon from different projects. Anyways, peace, love, take care.